Well, how did it feel to be back?
Felt good. Yeah, long time out. I worked hard to get back to full fitness a little bit earlier than expected. So yeah, I'm happy to be back.
I saw you kind of got knocked over on the end line like a few seconds in, and I
Uh,
was thinking to myself, oh my God, his shoulder.
ah, yeah, no, I mean, shoulder's fine, quad's fine, everything's fine. So I'm ready to go. Hopefully for the rest of the season.
What was the hardest part about the rehab?
Just it was my first muscle injury, honestly. So I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how I would feel day to day, and then obviously not being out there with the guys. Not just giving a little bit more stability and leadership and just solid play. That was tough for me.
What was difficult when you came on?
The fitness, speed of the game. I mean, I think it was 10 weeks by the time I got back into a game. So I don't care how fit I was before or anything. The first time you're back on the field playing again, it's going to be fast paced. Your head's going to be all over the place. But it was good for me to get those minutes in.
Now the team is trying to compete with a whole bunch of other teams in a pack for a playoff spot.
Mm-hmm.
How can you help the team move up the table?
Yeah, I think just give a little bit, like I said, leadership and just understanding the game, the moments of the games, the teams we play. This part of the season is really tricky because a lot of teams can either dip or they can go on a run. So for me, it's kind of helping push for us to go on a run because I think if we get one win, then we get another, and in 2 or 3 weeks time we're going to be in playoffs again, and it's going to be a different story.
I know y'all have had, I think with Campbell's injury today, at least 20 injuries that have taken players from multiple games. But still, are you surprised where y'all are at the table right
Yeah,
now?
of course. I mean, we expect to be top of the table, competing for trophies and everything. But we do have to take into account the injuries we had. It's not an excuse, but it is something that we can't put together a solid lineup, a core group of players that can play together for 10, 15, 20 games at a time. But on the other side, guys got to step up. Guys got to fill in roles, and when their numbers called, they got to play well. I don't care. You could start on the bench, and by the end of the season, you could be a guy that the coach can't pull out of the lineup. So it's just taking your opportunity and running with it.
The challenge that Seattle presents on Saturday, they are below the playoff line, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Also, right now, what is it they do well?
To be honest, I don't know too much about Seattle, other than the fact that they've been consistently good for a number of years. So to be honest, like it doesn't matter where they're in the table. They're gonna be a really good team. It's gonna be a tough competition, and probably starting tomorrow, we're gonna really take a look at it and start the game plan. I'm sure Gonzo has a few good ideas, being coaching there and playing there for a while. So I think we'll be in good shape.
And on that note, this next matchup is a big one. It's going to be a full venue match. What is it going to mean for you personally to be back at Mercedes-Benz?
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Like I said at the beginning of the season, playing in that stadium gives me goosebumps. When I was on, even when I was on an away team and now I'm with the home team, it's an unbelievable atmosphere. And even when I was out injured sitting up in the box, I could still feel the energy that the fan gives us, and gives us that extra 10, 20% to go and get another goal and push even harder and press and run and fight. So hopefully it's going to be another sellout, and hopefully we're going to give them a great performance.
All right.
All good. Thank you,
Thanks
guys.
so much. What have you learned about yourself and as a goalkeeper in these past few weeks?
¿Qué has aprendido de ti mismo y de cómo eres como portero en estas semanas?
No, bueno, he aprendido muchas cosas. Trato de no solo aprender en los partidos, sino los entrenamientos también en el día a día. Yo creo que hay muchas cosas para mejorar, tanto como hay cosas muy buenas también, considero yo. Pero me siento bien y yo creo que algo que me caracteriza es el salir adelante después de los malos resultados o alguna mala actuación. Si es que la he tenido, no lo sé, eso lo planteo dentro mío, pero yo creo que soy muy bueno para salir adelante en esos momentos malos y siempre seguir trabajando para mi bien y para el bien del equipo.
I think I've learned a lot, but I'm someone who always tries to learn not only from the games, but also from training sessions and things that I'm doing day to day. So I think I've learned a lot, but I also know there's things I need to improve on. But also that there are also a lot of good things to build upon. But one thing I think I can highlight is just being able to always move forward from tough moments. That's something that if there's a bad performance or result, it's something I'm aware of, inside of me, but it's something that I'm able to turn the page and just move on from.
Can you provide an example of that?
Si tienes algún ejemplo de eso, de lo que estás hablando, de seguir adelante.
No, siempre me ha pasado muchas veces, y más para un arquero, quizás un error o un mal partido suele quedar más expuesto en el puesto del arquero. Pero bueno, es algo que dije, como dije antes, es algo que yo me replanteo dentro de mí, que lo pienso en mi casa, tranquilo, viendo el partido después. Entonces, son varios factores que influyen en todo, pero yo creo que como te decía también, hubo muy buenos momentos también, tanto personalmente como por el equipo, y igual siempre estoy tratando de aspirar a más, obviamente, es mi objetivo.
I think especially as a goalkeeper, there's times where you have a bad game or miss a save, and your mistakes are maybe more exposed. So it's something that, as I said, I'll review and think about on my own. But also you have to just take in all the positives, all the good things, and try and use that to be able to keep going and moving forward. And I think that's something that I can do.
The goalkeeper you faced on I've lost track of the days. Saturday, Slonina. As soon as y'all's game was over, it was reported he's going to Chelsea for $15 million or something. Does that inspire you in any way that young goalkeepers are valued compared to veterans?
Si eso te inspira, que arqueros jóvenes como Slonina están saliendo a grandes ligas.
Sí, obviamente. Él es un muy buen arquero, obviamente lo tiene más que merecido, y a mí me pone contento, y es como dice él, me lleva a siempre tratar de mejorar, no solo por la oportunidad de irme a cualquier lado, o de estar acá, o de estar en el lugar que sea, sino por mejorar y por empezar a crearse uno mismo, de ir creando su carrera, de ir tomando trayectoria, de ir mejorando todo lo que tiene que mejorar, tanto dentro de la cancha como fuera, que se aprenden muchas cosas como persona. Así que yo creo que es muy buena oportunidad para él, y bueno, le deseo lo mejor, como siempre.
Obviously, I think he's a great goalkeeper. He deserves the opportunity. It's a great opportunity for him, and I wish him all the best. And yeah, in terms of myself, I'm always someone who's trying to improve, not just to try and get to a big club or something, but just always trying to improve myself, to try and grow both on and off the field as a player and as a person. And as you say, that moves like that, it's something that you can take from and just always try and improve every day.
We couldn't verify this, but we think y'all were the youngest pair of starting goalkeepers in the same game in MLS history. You put your ages together, and it's Brad Guzan, actually. I was wondering if y'all got the talk after the game.
Bueno, dice que no se puede verificar la estadística, pero puede ser que en ese partido ustedes fueron los dos arqueros más jóvenes, o sea, en edad total, ¿me entiendes? En la historia de la liga, puede ser. Y pregunta si tuviste la chance de hablar con él después del partido.
No hablamos mucho después del partido. Me hubiese gustado quizás, pero bueno, yo soy una persona que trata de aprender siempre de los demás, de ver. Yo siempre veo partidos o miro las actuaciones de distintos arqueros, y voy tratando de ver, bueno, esto es bueno, esto me sirve quizás, o esto lo puedo hacer, esto quizás no. Pero bueno, hay muy buenos arqueros en la liga y en el club. Acá, como ya lo he dicho anteriormente en distintas notas, aprendo mucho de Brad, de Raúl ahora. Hay muy buenos arqueros en el club, y me sirve a mí y a todo el equipo, siempre.
No, I didn't have a chance to talk to him. Maybe I would have liked to, but no. But I'm someone who's always trying to learn from other players, so I'm always watching games or good performances of other goalkeepers, and always trying to take the good things from their game, things that I think that will serve me well, and just always reviewing the good and bad of other players to try and learn from. And there's a lot of really good goalkeepers in the league and also here at the club. So just being here, I've said it before, but having the opportunity to learn from Brad, from Raul now, it's something that I'm always trying to do.
You said you try to focus on the good. What's the number one thing that you think you've improved in this string of starts?
Como has dicho que a ti te gusta enfocar en lo bueno, ¿qué crees que es una cosa buena en que has mejorado mucho?
Bueno, partido a partido voy viendo quizás pequeños detalles, quizás no son muchos, no tengo problema de decirlo, quizás mucha gente ha visto el gol contra Orlando de tiro libre, es algo que quizás fue un malentendido con el árbitro, yo no sé si me he expresado mal con él se ha expresado mal conmigo, no lo sé, no tuve la oportunidad de hablarlo con él. Pero bueno, yo creo que de esas cosas se aprende, viéndolo uno más tranquilo después del partido, se aprende. No me enfoco en la edad, porque la verdad a mí no me interesa la edad, no me interesa ser chico, yo quiero atajar, quiero demostrar todo lo que soy, quiero dar lo mejor para el equipo y siempre ir mejorando.
I think there's a lot of things. I'm always trying to learn from my mistakes. I'm not someone who's trying to hide from any of them. You know, I know a lot of people will talk about the goal against Orlando, on the free kick and the communication with the referee, but those are things that I think I can learn from. Y no sé,
Había dicho, ya nos perdimos no, había dicho que también que no me interesa la edad, yo no me enfoco en si soy chico o no.
I'm not concerned about my age. I'm not worried about if I'm, a young player or not.
Yo creo que siempre siendo chico, siendo grande, hay muchas cosas que aprender. Yo creo que uno empieza a aprender desde que empieza a jugar al fútbol hasta que termina su carrera, no solo en las épocas de adolescencia o de edades más tempranas.
I think as a player, you're always still learning. So it doesn't matter if you're young or an experienced player. There's always things you can learn. It's not the case where you just you learn everything in the early stages of your career.
Going back to that Orlando free kick, what did you learn from that?
¿Qué aprendiste de ese gol?
No, quizás lo que hemos hablado es que yo escuché el silbato, fue algo que me hizo confundir porque yo antes del silbatazo miro al árbitro y le hago señas para seguir armando la barrera y él me da una señal buena como para que siga armando la barrera.
I heard the whistle and it confused me a little because in that moment he gives me the thumbs up to go to set the wall.
Y bueno, y cuando yo voy a armar la barrera, él toca el silbato y yo me quedé confundido. No sabía. Quizás era ir a cubrir el arco rápido y después, bueno, hablaré con el árbitro por qué tocó el silbato, por qué no me dio el tiempo para armar la barrera bien. Son pequeños detalles solamente, pero bueno, en ese momento costó un gol.
So when he blows the whistle, it surprised me a little bit, and maybe the best thing in that moment is just to quickly cover the goal. So that's something that, I just need to talk to the ref and ask why it played out like that, and just something to learn from. And of course, the important thing is it cost us a goal.
Podríamos estar una hora hablando del gol porque hay muchísimos factores quizás que se pueden cambiar, pero bueno, es algo que no creo yo que no vale la pena estar explicando tan detalladamente. Fue algo que pasó ya y sé que no va a pasar nunca más. Eso quiero
We
decir.
could be here talking for 1 hour about that play
Yeah.
because there's so many factors that that went into a play like that that I don't think it's worth it to just continue talking about it. It's
Yeah.
just something that it happened and now we just move forward.
Against Chicago, you guys earned a clean sheet, something Gonzalo was really looking for. What was working for you at the back line and the defense, and can it be something you build off of?
Un partido manteniendo el arco en cero, que fue lo clave quizás, y cómo puedes mantenerlo, o el equipo mantenerlo.
No, hubo mucha solidez defensiva, hubo momentos del partido en la que tuvimos que defender y respondimos muy bien, así que nada, me pone contento tanto en lo personal como por el equipo, un arco en cero, como dicen ustedes, un clean sheet, es muy importante para la confianza del equipo y para todo. Obviamente hay que seguir manteniéndolo y seguir trabajando mucho en muchas cosas, pero es algo que le da confianza al equipo como para seguir mejorando y seguir insistiendo en las cosas buenas que tenemos, ¿no?
I think defensively we were very solid. There were a lot of moments in the game where we had to defend, and I think we did a good job. So of course, getting a clean sheet is something that we always want, and for myself also as a goalkeeper. But it's just about being able to maintain that, trying to continue to do that, always defend well, and I think those clean sheets will give the whole team confidence. It's a product of the whole team, and that's going to help us.
¿Y cómo ha estado la relación entre la defensa y contigo? Obviamente tienes nuevos compañeros, hay movimientos en la alineación. ¿Cómo ha crecido esa relación?
How his relationship is going with the back line. There's been a lot of changes, but how it's been so far.
No, bueno, es algo que más que nada trabajamos en los entrenamientos. Al trabajar en el día a día mezclados, como siempre, en trabajos como un fútbol reducido, cosas así, vas conociendo a tus compañeros. Yo ya tuve un poco más de un mes estando acá, creo, y me siento con confianza y siento que la defensa se siente bien. Siento que estamos todos unidos, que estamos tirando para adelante y solamente hay que seguir manteniendo eso y seguir insistiendo en las cosas buenas, como te dije antes.
I think it's going well. I think those relationships are what you start building every day in the training sessions. So we're always doing mixed games where we're getting to play with different players, whether it's in small-sided games or different exercises. So we're always working with new players, and I think that those relationships are going really well. I've been here for a couple months now, and I think I have good relationships, and it's just about continuing to build those and then trying to have good performances.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you, gracias.
Thanks,
Muchas
Rocco.
That
gracias.
was a long one.